Of course, it also has to be acknowledged that Son simply worked incredibly hard. There's understandably a lot of talk about the negatives of hustle culture, but Son worked 7 days a week, sleeping as little as possible, because he enjoyed the process, and clearly it was paying off.
Right after I graduated, I went back to Japan because I promised to my mother that as soon as I finish my college, I will be back to Japan. So I kept my word.
Masa knew he wanted to use the money he'd made in America to help build an even bigger business in Japan. He began brainstorming new business ideas and mapped out 40 potential businesses he could start, then ranked them based on different metrics. The best scoring idea was a company that distributed computer software, and thus he created a new company called SoftBank. Now, at this point in the early 80s, personal computing was still in the very early phases, but Masa was extremely optimistic about the industry, especially after his old mentor had taught him to focus on computers. Masa believed SoftBank could become the top distribution company in Japan, despite the fact he had absolutely no experience with software. He hired 2 employees to help him, and one morning he stood on a crate in the office and told them that SoftBank was going to become a billion-dollar company. But both employees soon began to think he was crazy, and they quit soon after. And at first, it looked like those employees might have been right. SoftBank struggled to take off. Masa tried to start some magazines to generate interest in computing, but they didn't take off well either. Pretty much everyone was telling him to stop, as he was going to blow all the money that he'd earned. But Masa ignored them and kept plowing more and more money into the business.